So good afternoon to all. In this today's physics class, I have to continue the yesterday's class. Yesterday, we conclude up to the AC current containing only an inductor and also pure resistor. We completed up to that. So in this inductor region, we found out the value of I value, that is I is equal to Im sin omega t minus pi by 2. So that is the applied voltage, the current lags behind the applied voltage by pi by 2. So that is the inductive circuit. So in this inductive circuit, we have to find out the Im value. So what is the Im value? Im is equal to Vm by omega L. So here, so the omega L is concluded as a resistive circuit, that is the resistance in the circuit. So that can be equal to R, that is resistance. That is also plays the role as the resistance in resistive circuit here. So it can be, we have to call it as a inductive reactance. The inductive reactance means that is the resistance value of the inductive circuit. That can be denoted as the letter XL. That means, so here, so this is the inductive reactance XL. So that is called a omega L. That is also, you know, that inductive reactance, that is measured in the unit ohm also. So because this is the resistance value, so I left this part only yesterday's part. So this is the inductive reactance. It can be only happened in an inductive circuit. Next we will pass on the capacitor. So the one more point about the inductive reactance, that is XL is also varies in terms of the frequency. So that is omega L, you know that. So omega value is F is equal to omega by 2 pi. So whereas we have to substitute the omega value, omega is equal to 2 pi F. So in terms of frequency also we have to write it. So XL is equal to 2 pi FL. So where F is the frequency of the current. So here for a steady current means DC current, the frequency value becomes 0. So that's why the inductive reactance is also 0. That means what happens really means in DC current it acts as an, that is the inductive act as an, that is resistive. So because there is, it can allow, it does not allow the current value here. So it can act as a, that is resistor. So here for a AC current only, it can able to blocks the AC current because of producing the self EMF. That is, it can able to produce the self-induced EMF and also produce the, it also blocks the current value. But for in the DC current, that is in the steady current, it cannot able to react as a inductor. So therefore in the DC current, there is no self-induced EMF is produced. So that's why it acts as a resistor. So for a AC current, it can be induces the self-induced EMF and also back EMF according to the Lenz's law opposes any changes in the current values is also, therefore L blocks AC current. So that's why, so this is the mathematical expression of the frequency by varying the frequency. Then next topic, AC current containing only a capacitor. So in this circuit, only the, when the voltage is applied, alternating voltage is applied, it can be connected to the capacitance. So in this capacitance value, now we will see the mathematical expression about that. So this is the circuit diagram of the AC current with capacitor. So here also the general equation for the voltage, alternating voltage, V is equal to Vm sin omega t, and also, so we have to substitute the capacitor value here. The capacitor C is equal to Q by V, that is a general formula. So here we want to substitute the voltage value. That's why we have to rearrange that capacitor value. Then V is equal to Q by C, that you know about that. So Q is the instantaneous charge of the capacitor. So and also the EMF produced, that is V value is Q by C. So according to the Kirchhoff's rule. So here the Kirchhoff's rule is, so what is meant by the capacitor? Capacitor is used to store the charges, isn't it? It can also do the work against the current. That's why here they are using the V minus, that is EMF is equal to 0. So the EMF of the capacitor. So V minus, what is the capacitor value? Q by C value is equal to 0. That is also, we have to rearrange it. V is equal to Q by C here. So and also rearrange it. What is that value? V is equal to Q by C, or Q is equal to CV. So now you have to substitute the value of V value. So Vm sin omega t. So, but then by the definition of the current, and also you know that the definition of the current, that is the current, the rate of change of the rate of flow of charge, the rate of flow of charge here. So here also I is equal to dq by dt. So that is equal to, you have to substitute the q value in the above value. So that's why d by d into cvm sin omega t divided by dt. Here take it out the constant values outside. So cvm d sin omega t divided by dt here. So this is the equation. Then differentiation of sin omega t is omega cos omega t, that you know that. So that's why that is equal to cvm omega cos omega t. So or it can be rearranged. So for instead of cos omega t, we have to write as that is cos theta is equal to sin 90 plus theta also. So that's why here also instead of theta we have to substitute omega t. So sin omega t plus pi by 2, that is also 180 divided by 2 is equal to 90 degree. So omega t plus pi by 2 here, and also you have to rearrange that. So Vm divided by c omega is considered as a 1 by c omega. So that is also equal to c omega Vm. So this is a small rearrangement of the above equation. So that's why we have to get the final equation is I is equal to Vm sin omega t plus pi by 2 divided by 1 by c omega. So this is the final equation of the current. So in this, Im value is equal to Vm by 1 by c omega. So this is considered as a peak value of the alternating current, that is Im value here. And also we have to, it is clear, that is we have to conclude that the current leads the applied voltage by pi by 2. So for this capacitive circuit, so that is it. So the wave diagram is also, we have to get the capacitive circuit shows the current leads the applied voltage by pi by 2 or 90 degree. So this is the conclusion of this equation, and we will see the phase diagram about that. So in this phasor diagram, clearly we have to notice that the current leads by the voltage of 90 degree. So that is the red arrow symbol denotes the voltage. So that is a normal value, and also for the green symbol represents the current value here, that can be leads 90 degree. Said it. So this phasor diagram clearly show the waveform diagram of the AC circuit with capacitor where the current can be leads 90 degree by the voltage. So this is the phasor diagram. So next one is the capacitive reactance XC. So this is also the resistance value of the capacitive, that is capacitive circuit. So the peak value of the current can be denoted as Vm divided by 1 by c omega. Here the 1 by c omega part is considered as the resistive part of the capacitive circuit, and it is also plays the resistance part, and it can also be denoted as the R. So that is 1 by c omega is denoted as the R, that is the resistance of the capacitive circuit. And also it is also can measured as a ohm, because all the values can be placed as a role of the resistance value. So and also it can be turned in the form of a frequency. So what happened, the frequency in the steady current, that is in the DC current, F is equal to 0. So why the F is equal to 0 for in the steady current means there is no alternating current is formed. So there is no frequency is formed in the DC current, direct current, that is called the steady current. So for that cases, so XC value is infinite. So infinite. So we have to conclude that the capacitive circuit, there is infinite resistance to be formed in a steady current. There is in the steady current cannot flow through the capacitor. That's why it can able to form as a infinite resistant form. So this is the conclusion for this part. And the next one is one of the problem. So example 4.20 problem. A 400 millihenry coil of negligible resistance is connected to an AC circuit in which an effective current of 6 milliampere is flowing. Find out the voltage across the coil if the frequency is 1000 Hz. So here what is the parameters are given here. So L is given, that is inductive value is given. So L is equal to 400 into milli 10 to the power minus 3 Henry, and also the effective current value is given 6 milliampere, that can be 6 into 10 to the power minus 3 ampere. So for milli we have to substitute the value of 10 to the power minus 3. For frequency value is given, so that is also 1000 Hz here. And also we have to find out the inductive reactance here, then only we have to substitute in the Ohm's law in terms of RMS value. So then we will get the volt value. So first we have to find out the inductive reactance. Inductive reactance means XL is equal to L omega, that you know that. So and also substitute the value of omega 2 pi f here. So substitute all the values. L value is given, and also 2 is a constant, then pi 3.14 is also a constant, then frequency 1000, and multiple all the values and you will get, so 2512 ohm is the inductive reactance here. Then we will find out the voltage across L. So voltage across L means V is equal to IXL. So this inductive reactance can be substituted in the Ohm's law. We have to find out in the RMS value, in terms of the RMS values only, because the general term for this voltage V is equal to Vm sin omega t. No, the maximum values we want to get that. Suppose we have to directly involve in this the Ohm's law means we have to write in terms of the RMS value here. So that's why V is equal to I, or the general formula here. R is the inductive reactance. So that's why XL value is substitute. So I value is already given. So 6 into 10 to the power minus 3 into, we found that value of a inductive reactance. So substitute that value and finally you will get V is equal to 15.072 volt in the value of the RMS value. So this is the one of the example problem.